Aquarius, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading going from the 18th to the 24th of December. Solstice season. Yes, we've got a solstice reading coming out during this week. It seems to be all about the undercurrents of the world going through at the moment. The undercurrents of energy and so forth. It's an interesting read. The other thing we've got coming up as well is between Christmas and New Year. I'm calling it the solstice season actually, because everyone keeps sort of saying, oh, you can't have sort of like Christmas trees and everything like that, and so I'm just sort of taking celestial events and calling it solstice season. So happy solstice season for all of you. You're coming up to your birthday. You're coming right. You're coming into your autumn period, into the last sort of month and a half, 2 months, depending on when your birthday is, according to the Astroflower. So it's really sort of like calculating what you've been doing over the last year and what you want to be doing over the coming year, what you want to experience in the way of emotions, what you want to experience in the way of the material world, and so forth. And so between the 27th and the 30th of December, we're going to be doing the yearly readings, but live. Okay, and you can ask questions according to what is being pulled in the way of tarots on your Astroflower for the reading. Now, you're going to need to be subscribed in order to ask a question. So, that will be happening between the 27th and the 30th. If you subscribe and click that bell, you'll get notifications on the community page when that is coming about. Okay, so let's just see what's going on for you in the energy now. A bit of housekeeping out the way. We can get straight on with the reading. Yeah, do you know what? For your autumn period, you seem to be doing very well. You've done very well this year, I think, Aquarius. You've done incredibly well. And it's all to do with your strength to maintain a certain balance, moral as much as fibre within your life. And you've applied it really, really well. Really, really well. It's been an absolute honour and pleasure to read your tarots over the last year. Just seeing how you're evolving and how you're sort of engaging with the world around you is absolutely amazing. And I think this sums it up. This Three of Pentacles, really. This overall energy that's coming through you at the moment. In your relationship side, you're now starting to get into your stride of exploring and exploring the passionate side of life and how you connect your passions with the relationships that are around you in a very beautiful way. And I think this reiterates that good quality work that you've been doing over the past year. Really good. Hats off to you. Hats off to you. This, I think, energy, the overall energy is recognizing that. So it's not just helping you to flow through life. It's actually giving you weight, as it were, almost like a weight of energy. In a way, something that's solid, tangible within your life. And within your relationship side, that seems to be coming through this week, where you are it's not taking control, but you are instigating the next level up within your relationship or relationships. Because I think it's plural at the moment. I think that's what's got to do with the solstice, and you should see the solstice reading. And this ties into this because this is not just the quality work that you've done, but it's also the quality work that other people have done and how it's all connected with that energy, basically. And on both sides, and on your financial side, we can see a similar sort of a scenario here. There's a lot of owning it, owning the situation. Really, really owning it in so many beautiful ways. And you're starting to believe in not just yourself, but in like a karmic path, a direction within your material pathway, which is very much in line with you as a spirit. And in order to do that, it gets more and more delicate the more and more we advance down our karmic path, the more and more we understand our karmic path, there's less and less wiggle room. You know, and I think this is, it frees you up in the sense where you don't have to concentrate so much on your pathway, but at the same time, it stops you from running off it in all different directions. And I think it plays with you, or it engages you in a really, really beautiful way, and helps you to really believe again in that righteous path, that beautiful energy that is us and the collective and the universe and the whole sort of vibration. Some people call it God, some people call it Allah, some people call it energy, whatever you wish to call it. But whatever it is, you're becoming an authority within your field by the looks of things. Or you should be becoming an authority within your field. And I think you've seen this. Let's go on to your relationship side. You have the World card. So starting off again, this is a Capricorn card. We are moving into the Capricorn season. This is a month before your birthday, and this is this whole new cycle that's coming up, and you're definitely preparing for it at the moment. This week here is an important week for preparing things, for putting into place the things that you need, or the ingredients you need in order to manifest the relationship side or the emotional side of life that you wish to explore. From the universe is bringing in those elements. The magician has collected, if you look on the table there, I don't know if you can see it, but on the table there you've got a pentacle, you've got a wand, you've got a wand, and you've got a cup and a sword. So basically the universe is bringing the elements together towards you within your relationship. So that could be, it's sort of like combining your financial engagement within your relationships, your physical engagement with the relationships, your mental or your intellectual engagement within your relationships, and your emotional engagement with the relationships, and your passions. That's what it's doing. It's bringing all of those things together. And as you bring it all together, you can start seeing clearly and differently the path that you've led. Obviously, as we're living the path, I'll put him upside down. Excuse me. As we're living he wants to come out the other way all the time at the moment, the Hangman. Maybe it's seeing things clearly. That could well be it. Differently, maybe actually turn out to be a lot more clearer. And that could be this solstice sort of changing moment, the undercurrents that I was talking about that would be in the monthly, with the solstice readings. You're seeing your past year differently because it's in hindsight. So there's no more decision making according to, it's just observing what you've lived. And that's why the Hangman is in that position. We've obviously got to follow the paths that correspond to us in regards to our relationships and our engagement with the relationships that are around us. And we, as we follow those paths, that's when we're making assumptions as we go. So looking back for the Hangman and seeing this past cycle, you're going to be able to see things differently because you're slightly detached to it. And it's not necessarily seeing things and kind of go, what could I have done better, and what I did worse, and everything like that. That's part of it, but this is also a part of you and your pathway, because you've got the world with it on your karmic path. And I think this is about seeing your karmic mission in regards to the relationships that are around you. What's blowing through you is the Queen of Wands. I think this alternative way of observing your past is very stimulating. It's making you very passionate about the possibilities of tomorrow. The possibilities of what you could be living in regards to your relationships. And I think you should be on the lookout for things that come up on the radar, and it could be just meeting by chance someone at a cafe because you're passionate about that market or whatever, and you meet them at the cafe, and then you have that conversation, a conversation that sort of like becomes very passionate for you, but it's just one aspect of the passion of creating and manifesting your future. And it is being passionate about various different aspects of life that is around you. What it actually, develops into, and the overall outcome is the Nine of Wands. And I think this looking into the past in a retrospective sort of sense helps you to realise what you don't want to do in the future and what you do want to do. And those are those healthy boundaries. Those are those messages that come through to you so you understand the situation according to your karmic path and where you should be going, basically. And because you're living that, now, all of a sudden, it's making it a lot easier for you to advance in the future. This is why it seems like you're taking a step up in grade, as it were. It's as if like you're passing an exam, and you've passed an exam and moved on to the next stage, which allows you to engage with your relationships around you in a very passionate way without risking so much in regards to your relationships. And I think you're understanding that this week. Just by simple things that you do, simple things that people say to you when you're connecting with them, makes you understand a whole lot better. On your financial side, you get the Page of Cups on your karmic mission. It's not necessarily a new cycle, but have you seen the Matrix film? It's saying, when Neo sort of starts fighting really quickly but he looks really relaxed whilst he's doing it. If you've seen that film, great films, great set of films, and there's a phrase that Morse, is it? I think it's Morse. The captain guy says, and he sort of says, "What's happening?" And he turns around and says, "He stopped believing and starting to know." And I think this is a step along the way. It's almost as like you're starting to believe and know who you are in regards to your job, your business, your projects, everything that you're doing in the material world now seems to be you're wistfully thinking about something that you want to be doing and how and where you want to be in the coming year. What progression you want within your job or your business or your projects. That's the sort of thing that you should be sort of being attentive to at the moment. And you're starting to believe in your karmic path as a really beautiful thing. And also believing in miracles. And the reason, you're on this path because you are that special person to be doing what you should be doing. And I think you're starting to realise that within you this week. And here you get the universe is coming up with the Seven of Swords. This is helping you to. This is where the universe is cutting away the waste and leaving you only with the good or with the essential. And this is, the universe is really trying to, with coincidences around you, what people say, what things you overhear, what things you see, what things you smell, all of those sort of things, as they combine together, helps you to sort of have that inspirational moment where you're working smarter and not harder. That's what it's all about. That's what it seems to be coming through. And what's come through from this is because you've got this High Priestess card here, in this connecting your past to your future. And in this past, it's giving you an insight into the job you're doing, or the business you're running, or the project you're creating. And that could be anything from a YouTube channel to writing a book, or creating a theme park, or whatever it is. You've through that understanding, you're getting a real clear vision about believing or knowing that path now in that coming future. And it's starting to channel through you from the past. You're understanding a great deal of things. And within you, and this is where we get the excitement again, because you've got the Queen of Wands on the other side as well. You get that excitement where you are going off on this pathway, going off and in exploring the future in a very secure manner. And it's a very rhythmical sort of thing, engaged passionately and constantly. And this is what I think you may feel like you want to be doing. I don't think it's the moment to head off. I really don't, because of that karmic thing. And that sort of playing smart. I think there is still a lot of understanding you need to be, but you may feel like, I wanted to go quicker, I wanted to go quicker. So I think you have to resist that. And I think that's a little bit in that sort of work there. Don't try and go faster than the music, basically. This is what I'm trying to sort of say here. Yes, be engaged passionately about it. Yes, be involved in it. And yes, move as quickly as you need to be moving in accordance to the time and what's going on around you. But at the same time, be attentive or understand the idea that you don't want to run before you can walk. Not that you can't run at all, Aquarius, but just don't run before you walk in this scenario. You have the Emperor at the top, which is absolutely brilliant, because you're marrying your intuition to your expertise and authority in the material world that is around you. And you're really starting to, through this idea, and if you hold that horse back a little bit on there, if you have a little bit more control over that and allowing yourself to believe, as it were, and allowing yourself to flow, this is when you're going to have that authority over your empire, over your physical empire, which is your job, your business, or your project. It's going to be really lovely. 10 of Wands. Just don't carry too much. Just be wary of carrying too much. I just flipped out there from another pack that I'm not even using. Excuse me. So yeah, really beautiful a week for you. You know, an amazing week with lots and lots of happiness. So let's just get on and do a bit of clarification with the Light Seers card, shall we? And let's see what's going on with the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. Sorry, not Three of Wands. Three of Pentacles. You get the Death and Rebirth card. This is all to do with your birthday season. This is all to do with energy, knowing and understanding that the 1 year is coming to an end and another year is coming to, another year is opening. And this is all about that good quality work that you're actually doing, that you've done. And you've been living it. And I think universe is it's like me just kind of going, well done, Aquarius. You know, it's give yourself a pat on the back, as it were. Okay. And I think the overall, I think energy is generally also in that. This is a new cycle for love within you. And this is what I mean about being passionate about the moment that you're living in. And, be very defined about that passion. Don't just be passionate all over the place. Be passionate of what really helps you to manifest that in this new cycle. And if you're looking for a new love, that's what you'll find. And that's what you will manifest. But you could also be manifesting falling back in love with your existing partner, which we do on a regular basis when you're in a long-term relationship. It becomes eternal. The Magician, you get a Capricorn card again with the Devil card. And yes, you could say that the Devil is a bit of a magician. He's a bit of a sorcerer sort of guy. This comes from the universe. And I'm trying to find out how the connection is to the Magician's card. You have to be very attentive to the littlest of coincidences around you. They're going to be the most important things. So you almost need to be a bit obsessive about engaging with this new cycle of love that's coming into your life. if you're really obsessive about it, you'll notice the little details of the other person, of you, of the us as a couple, and so forth. And I think this is where it's going to help you to really manifest the sort of future that you so desire to live or experience, as it were. With the Hangman, let's just have a look at what's going on with the Hangman. With the Hangman, you get the Two of Swords. This is connecting your past to your future. This is reminiscing. This is looking into the retrospection as of what I was talking about. And decisions need to be made. Deciding what you wish to manifest. I think the universe, that's what it's sort of telling you there. You've got to decide what you want to manifest out of this. And when you do make that choice, or when you do follow that evident path for you, at that moment there, you become the ultimate leader of your destiny. Queen of Wands, you get the Eight of Pentacles. Concentrating on the smaller details is what I was saying there as well. Really getting down to the nitty-gritty of your relationships. And working on one thing at a time. This is the multitude of different types of passions that you have in your life, and engaging with each one in a very individualistic sort of way, in a very beautiful way, in a very powerful way. Really, really good for you. With the Nine of Wands, you get the Ten of Wands. Didn't that come out earlier on there? I've just pulled off the first card of that back there, and it's the Magician. And now you've got the Ten of Wands with the Nine of Wands. Those healthy boundaries there is going to free you up. Once you understand the situation of how your retrospection is actually helping you to explore even further the beauty of the relationships that are around you, you can let go a lot of the past, because it's going to naturally protect you with healthy boundaries around you. And I think it's going to make you feel a lot more secure, a lot more at ease, not only with yourself, but with the relationships around you, with the us, and with them, and stuff like that. It's going to make you feel really, really good about it. With the Page of Cups, you get the King of Cups. Starting to believe that, and believing is going to bring you to a place, your karmic place of serenity, of having, being at one with yourself, and being in a divine peace. That's what it seems to come out like. You're creating this divine peace for you within your material world because of the good quality work that you've done, basically, I think. And that divine peace will also bring enormous amounts of rewards, because on that King of Cups, you've got that fish at the bottom there that's connected with, and the opposite to the starfish there. So the starfish is doing that good quality work under the surface that no one really sees, and the fish is the rewards for it, because you're fully in touch with your emotions according to your material path. With the Seven of Swords, you get the Six of Wands. Success. If you play smart here, you are going to get some really, really very, very good advancements within your job, your business, or your project. If you play smart here. And if you be attentive to those, like on your relationship side, being attentive to the smaller details and the smaller coincidences is going to really drive you to another level in regards to your job and your businesses and so forth. It's going to help you to open up that intuition and lead you on to owning it in the future. Star card with the Moon, with the High Priestess. Yeah, you're moving on to what I would perceive as your ultimate ultimate dreams, or ultimate ambitions, or goals in your life. And I think you're starting to see it clearly. Now the clouds are gone. I can see clearly now, the clouds have gone. And you're seeing that star, that whole sort of like, you've got the Six of Wands and the Star card now that is playing on connecting to the universe and connecting to your deeper subconscious. And that's almost fame-like sort of thing that's influencing all of this. And you get the leap of faith, the full card with the Knight of Wands. Just look at what you got here. This is just phenomenal what is on your workspace. Look at that. It's just phenomenal what you got. Ultimate success comes through trusting yourself, knowing your intuitions, and allowing them to have that leap of faith. You are going to do so well. And the funny thing is if you play it all the way through, you've got death and rebirth, the lovers, and then you've got the devil. And look, the devil is holding out this crystal on here. He's offering you something, and I think the devil does do that as well. But then the leap of faith is you don't have to take an offer from elsewhere. This offer is coming from within you. You're holding that crystal yourself. And you are going on to own your future. Let's see what that Emperor card is all about. Two of Wands. Wanted to come out early on, and it has come out. This Emperor card and this security, this confidence, this a certain control over your physical world around you, or the material world around you, is going to need planning. It's going to take you to the next level, and it's sort of like, where can I take it from here? I think this week here in your autumn period, you're starting to realise what you want in the way of a future in regards to your job, your business, and your projects. And as you come out of that future, you know what it is. It's now a question of how do I go about putting it into place? And it is going to be a little bit of a leap of faith. And the how we put it all into place is that planning of the Two of Wands. Woof! So there you go, Aquarius. Thank you very much for being here. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I really do. I hope these help you to explore life in the best of senses. I will see you possibly for the live between the 27th and the 30th. There's loads of links as well in the description below. I will see you around. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.